Welcome to episode 15 of A Message From. We're your hosts. I'm Alyson.
I'm Edward.
And I found a little hidden file in our podcast shared drive. And I'm thinking it may be an accident.
Hidden file?
So there's a shared file in there. And this is what I'm saying. I think it was an accident. Because it is the carta terrazza for Ristorante Cafeteria Cantespino.
What?
It's like this Spanish restaurant menu.
But is it
has a whole page of like jamon.
Oh, it's just recent.
Yeah,
it's
who are you going?
Okay. So obviously I have the drive on my phone.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the account that was open. So when I scanned this restaurant's QR code, that's what popped up. Where is Cantespino?
It's in Toledo.
Where is it? No, it's not. It's on Calle Toledo. It's by my house.
Oh, I was like, you went to Toledo?
No, I can't do that.
Just
It's
for the
also
day?
This was after my colonoscopy, endoscopy.
It's funny because, I have to be really careful because every time I try to download something or upload something, it seems like I'm always on our drive and not my personal one, and I always have to switch it.
As you can tell, I never switch it.
Yeah.
But I'm also not opening too much on Drive. But
I feel like I open a lot on Drive. I was so annoyed. I finally had to just commit to buying more space on my Drive because I had deleted so many things off of it. But because now they link your Google Drive storage with your Gmail storage, and my phone is a Google phone. Mm-hmm. So it's linking that with all my photo storage as well. There's just no way.
Oh, right.
I can keep it to 15 gigs, so...
Yeah, I do the same with iTunes. Or not iTunes,
I was so
Apple.
annoyed when they linked that together.
Yeah.
Like, why is my Gmail storage connected to that? Stupid.
Yeah, I guess because that's annoying. That is annoying. Well, that's fun. I'm glad that wasn't embarrassing. Or like, who knows? I was like, where is this going? And it went to a fine place.
I was like, this was totally an accident, but this is a fun little surprise.
Well, it was an accident that wasn't even thought about. Like, I didn't even know if I opened Drive. But anyway.
That's interesting.
I do want to bring this up before we get into something else very quickly. We talked about Bujo, bullet journaling, last week, right?
Yeah.
Literally, I don't know what day that was. Whatever. I had therapy that same week, and my therapist recommended to me that I get more specific with my bullet journal. And I was like, I love this man.
No, he's like feeding right into this.
Yeah, he was like, your to-do lists are causing like too much anxiety. You need to be more specific.
Oh.
So now, I don't have it with me. Hold on. Here we go. No one else can see this, but it's put into days, week, and month. It's insane now.
Oh my gosh. Your bullet journal was already on like level 12.
I know. And now it's even better.
And now he's pumped you up to 20.
I know. Wow. Sorry. I wanted to bring that up. Very funny.
That's hilarious.
But it's working.
Well, yeah. Whatever works.
Honestly. But, yeah.
So, we are now in May. A week into May.
Yeah, we are.
Our push-up challenge ended April 30th. Well, you're continuing the push-ups every day.
I'm doing it also in May.
You're a madman. But as a collective group, along with our friends, Bobby and Alex, we're doing squat challenge in May.
We are.
So 100 a day.
How many have you done
today? What number are you
today?
on right now?
Oh, jinx. 0.
Sorry. I've done 50.
Well, I was really tired this morning when I worked out.
Well,
So I didn't do push-ups.
It's 8:19 a.m. here, and I've done 50.
Okay. It is 2:19 p.m. And I've had to work and
True.
things. So I was going to do some before this, but I'll do some during the break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll knock out 10 during the break.
Yeah. So that's our new challenge for the month. Not that anybody is going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like check in on us.
Care. Not
Care.
that anyone asked.
Yeah, also that.
This is like that. So a lot of you have been asking me about my skincare routine. So a lot of you have been asking us about our workout challenges.
No one even
Except
asked
you
for this podcast.
True.
Sad. Accurate.
We're just forcing our lives on everyone.
I know. My hot, sweaty life. I want to open the windows so bad, but we already know how loud the ambulance and cars and people are.
I would give anything to be living a hot, sweaty life right now. It's cold and rainy here today.
See, I thought about that while I was schlepping groceries up 2 flights of stairs. And I was like, a day ago, I was wishing for hot weather. And now I regret. It's only going to get worse.
That's always how it happens.
It is.
Always.
It is. The grass is greener on the other side.
It is. Speaking of greens and grass
Yes.
and herbs.
Yes.
I think I might have told you about this. So I have been obsessed with making breakfast wraps lately.
I've seen a few.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I bought these sprouts, and like when you buy like sprouts and microgreens, there's so many of them. So I've just been trying to use them up. So I've been doing like breakfast wraps every single morning with like egg and avocado and vegan cheese and these sprouts and a little bit of hot sauce.
Just some list 17 ingredients.
And oh my gosh, I had it again this morning. I added some tomato this morning. It's just so good. I'm just obsessed with it. I either put it in like I buy these like flaxseed pitas.
Ooh.
Or this morning I used like a spinach wrap. So good.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm actually so upset now because I was thinking like, because I just went grocery shopping. I was like, what do I want to eat for the week? Blah, 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 blah. Although on Monday, we're going to have a digestion journey update. So this may change. But I was like, I've been enjoying the oatmeal I've been having in the morning, even though it's like very winter. Now I'm mad at myself for not thinking about wraps.
Wraps and greens.
Yeah, I'm mad at myself.
It's so versatile because then you can do a great dinner wrap. I use the same wrap.
Oh.
I make a fake chicken patty.
Oh.
It's like fake crispy chicken.
Right.
And then you'll just put like a leaf of lettuce, the fake crispy chicken, whatever else you want to put in there. Like I said, maybe some avocado.
Some bean sprouts.
And then just some sprouts. And then a different sauce. I have this really good mango vinegar.
Oh, I see. I can't have sauces right now.
Oh, yeah. Vinegar is probably too acidic.
Yeah, vinegar's a no-go. Very sad for me. I
tried to lay off the vinegar like last year and the year before. Because I put vinegar in everything.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's a great taste category. It's not the word, but sector.
Acidic things would be like the profile.
I'm like, what? I almost bought a pomelo. And then I was like, probably not a good idea. But, oh my God. So I forgot to tell you this because I was saving it for the pod. Then you went to New York. So it's been like a week and a half-ish, 2 weeks. I got sniffed for drugs on the way to work. Twice. In the same day.
Twice.
In the same day.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, let's break this down.
Please.
When you said I got sniffed, I'm picturing like some random person coming up to you on the street, assaulting you, sniffing you.
Oh my god. No. Why would you
At least it was a dog. Because I have a story for you
My face right now.
about
What?
about potentially being accosted in the street.
Oh, is this a bottom half story?
This is the bottom half story.
Okay. We'll get to that later.
So continue to tell us about how you got sniffed for drugs twice.
Yes, I wrote it in my notes because it was something that I needed to remember in the moment. I wrote down, just straight up sniffed me. The dog. Straight for my pocket. Sniffed a few times. Then just stared at the man. Guess that was the signal. Asked if I had weed. Asked if I smoke. Twice. And then just left me alone. The dogs were definitely training that day, but these men were like full on in police garb. And like farther down, they like stopped somebody and like searched his bag and like took his ID or something. I've had a lot of weird run-ins with the police on the train this like past month. Very strange.
Oh, it was on the train. So that's going to be my question is like, were they posted outside your school or were they just in the streets or what?
No, they were on the train. So when I got to the train station, I saw them get on like farther back. And I was like, oh, boy.
It's always annoying when you see them get on.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, they're going to check everyone's ticket. It's going to be a big thing.
Oh, no,
it's
annoying. No, not those people don't.
Well, this is not those train police, but like,
these are
what I think of.
National police. And then on the way home, it happened again. There were like 4 or 5 dogs on the train on the way home. So I got, in all caps, sniffed again on the way home same day. This time dog was deaf training, didn't want to sniff, then was coaxed by fake treat, jumped on me, and I wasn't asked at all about anything. And then the dog just moved on. With the person.
How offensive.
I know. I was like, huh, okay. And let me tell you, these dogs did not look like sniffy police dogs. Okay. I'm going to see if I can pull
What do they look like? Because I'm picturing like German Shepherds.
There was one of those, but he didn't sniff me. He was a good boy, though. He was just sitting.
I was going to say he's probably the only one that's going to graduate. All these other ones are going to fail.
Yeah, true. Hold on, let me find the picture of the one. It is so funny when you see it. It's like so
Wait, I'm
small.
sorry, that one on the left?
The black one, yeah.
That's not a drug sniffing dog. That's a lap dog.
Yeah, no, it was like so short, fluffy. There it goes. Yep. Anyway, that's a bad visual for the pod, but people get it.
That dog should not be sniffing anyone for drugs.
No.
That dog is on drugs itself.
That was the one that had to be coaxed. It didn't do a good job.
Well, yeah, he's going to fail.
Well,
like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love you, dog, but you're going to fail. You're not going to be a drug sniffing national police dog. You're 10 pounds.
If that. Yeah, so that was my wild thing. I think I texted you like, I can't wait to tell this story on the pod because it was so wild at the time.
You definitely it must have been that because
Yeah.
you texted me something and I was like, okay, thanks for the tease.
Yeah. I had to get out of my system that I had something to tease. Couldn't sit with that information.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's all fine.
I have nothing else. Do you have anything?
But no.
Wow.
I got nothing.
I mean, today is a day.
Today's a day. Yesterday was a day.
I know.
They're just all days at this point.
That is, I think, how it generally works. But, like, I only worked 2.5 days this week.
Wow.
And still, too much.
I worked 4 days this week.
Oh.
And
Wait, what?
it feels like I worked 2 days. I don't know. Where has the time gone?
How did you work only 4?
Like, I took Monday off.
Why?
Because I was in New York.
Oh my god, duh.
Like, what is the confusion?
See, this is the kind of day that I'm having. This is the kind of day that I'm having. I was at work and what happened? I was just like, because I finished an exam, the teacher was like playing a video and grading some papers. And I was just like, okay, I'm just going to draw on the chalkboard. And that felt good. That felt good today. All the kids complimented me. They said I did a good job. I know. One of them was like, wow, he draws really well. And the other one said, that's because he's old. And I went, that's fair. That's fair.
Rude, but fair. I mean, to kids those age, we're ancient. We're going to die like next week.
Although a first grader today asked me how old I was, as they do every day. I don't know why. And I said I was 28. And he said, you're young. And I said, thank you. Sit down.
Oh, it's okay. Gold star for you.
Yes. Shall we take a break? Move our ancient bodies.
With our ancient bodies, we're going to knock out 10 squats. Be ready to go.
Yeah. And then we're going to take a message from Casey again.
Casey Pardos. Okay, we're back. We did some push-ups and squats. Mm-hmm. We are energized and ready to go.
You always say energized.
Do I?
I was going to say that you're like always like, we're pumped up, we're energized. Like you've said that previous episodes. And I always feel the opposite. But anyway, a message from Casey. Another message from Casey. I should clarify.
Another message from Casey.
Yes.
But we love it. She's going to collect all 5 postcards.
She is. Just like a Pokemon card. She messaged us through Gmail again. And if you would like to do that, you can do it to a message from postcards@gmail.com or 202-630-4509. Okay. Casey says, first off, loved the journal planner content. And if you're ever looking to travel for Muji, there is a store in Helsinki Mall that is 2 floors. Absolutely massive. With Alyson going to New York soon on her self-guided architecture/food tour, what were your first solo traveling experiences like? Were they terrifying or great? Additionally, can Alyson record herself in her New York accent giving a play-by-play of parts of her New York trip? I feel like that would be quality material. And I would just like to say, I agree.
I also agree. I'm always quality.
You're always quality. I know you've been dying to talk about this for the past 15 minutes. So,
right.
Well, first, this is not your first solo trip, right? You've solo tripped before?
I was thinking about this and I'm like,
oh my God, was this your first solo trip?
Is this my first solo trip?
Wait, really?
I feel like I've always gone with other people. Like I'm racking my brain.
Huh?
Every time I've gone, I don't know. It might be my first solo trip. I've definitely like obviously moving to France, I did that on my own. That was like one giant solo trip. But then there were other people doing the same thing. So does that even count?
No, that does not count as a solo trip. Because a solo trip is like a thing you do by yourself, start to end. Or like a thing you do by yourself either in the end or before. Or you can meet up at some point. But that's that's living abroad. That's different than a solo trip.
Yeah. This honestly might be my first solo trip.
That's shocking.
Which is wild because I'm good solo.
Oh, yeah. People who solo travel, they're the people you want to know. Me. I'm a solo traveler.
Me.
You.
Now.
Yeah. I have solo traveled.
I go places all the
times.
time, but
you always go to see people.
Yeah, I always go to see people.
Yeah. Doesn't really count. Sorry.
That doesn't count.
Well, baby's first solo trip.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
What did you do? Let me have it.
So here's what I did. It definitely was a food and architecture tour.
Oh my God, I'm loving this.
So I took the train Of course, the train was delayed.
Yeah, I got all those updates.
Yeah. Of course, I had to switch my ticket, but then that train was delayed, but then I finally arrived. It was all good.
Oui.
Got on the metro going the wrong direction. So
metro.
It was like, metro, subway. Got on the subway. I take the metro in DC. Got on the subway going the wrong direction. Realized 2 seconds later I was going the wrong direction. The weirdest thing. Okay. So I buy like my subway pass, whatever. All the signs at this entrance say Uptown Queens. I'm staying in Queens. I'm staying in Astoria. Of course I'm staying in Queens. Like, I'm not staying in Manhattan. Who's got that kind of money? Not me.
Not me.
So all these signs, Uptown Queens. All entrances, Uptown Queens. So I'm like, I'm going Uptown Queens.
Okay.
No. Oh. The signs lied. The signs lied because somehow I got on a train that was taking me downtown Brooklyn.
Oh, no. You definitely don't want to go in that direction if you don't mean to.
No, exactly.
Holy
so
shit.
I got off at the next stop. It was fine. And then I switched.
Oh, my God.
I'm
So
like,
dramatic.
Okay.
So dramatic.
So dramatic. I'm like, okay, we've arrived. I've already gotten on the wrong subway. Another time I accidentally got on an express and I was stuck because, of course, it passed my stop.
Yeah.
And it's just flying to the Bronx. It's flying.
The subway system in New York confuses and scares me. Express trains,
you can't have,
ooh.
There's the normal, there's the local, there's the express. I'm flying to the Bronx. I'm 10 stops past where I want to be.
Flying to the Bronx. Oh my God. Okay, so what else happened?
For the most part, it was good. I walked off like 3 pounds. I'm not even kidding you. I walked like 30,000 steps a day.
I mean, that's a New York life, baby.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Walking everywhere.
It's incredible. But it's so funny she brings up Muji because one day I'm like, okay, I have my itinerary. I'm like, I'm going to do the financial district because I want to go to Brooklyn. I want to see Brooklyn. I've never been to Brooklyn. I want to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. I want to take in the sights, take in the sounds, take in the smells. I'm sure there's smells over that water.
True. God bless masks.
But
cut those things in half.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm walking, and what do I see? A Muji.
I'm like, what?
I pass a Muji, so I go in the Muji.
And
This was after I had gone to get my cronut. I don't even care. I'm a tourist. I got a cronut.
I don't even know what
and
a
it was
cronut
incredible.
is.
You don't know what a cronut is?
What is a cronut?
So Dominique Ansel, this French guy, opened this bakery in New York.
Uh-huh.
Dominique Ansel Bakery, right?
Okay.
And it's
Makes
famous
sense.
for the cronut. It's a cross between a donut and a croissant.
Oh my God.
So,
a croissant.
A croissant. So the outside, it's donut shaped, right?
Yeah.
It's shaped like a donut.
Yeah.
But it's got this lovely flaky crust. It's got the flaky layers.
Oh my God.
But it's like, it's exclusive. You wait in line. They open up.
I'm dying over here.
They only make a limited amount every day. And so, yeah, so you got to wait in line to get one, and they limit, you can get 2 per person.
Oh, that's why it's exclusive.
And there's only one flavor per month, but they change the flavor every month, and they never repeat.
What are the flavors?
Yeah. So the flavor for May was orange blossom guava.
Oh my God, that sounds divine.
It was incredible.
Oh my
and
God, you're very lucky girl. Very lucky girl.
Very lucky girl. And there was the shortest line.
Oh.
The shortest line the day that I went there. So it was great. I go in. They had some garden seating available. So I sat in their garden patio.
Yeah.
Ate my cronut.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
And then you walked to the Muji.
Then I walked to the Muji, right? Okay. So I'm in Soho. I'm like, I'm going to walk to the Brooklyn Bridge. Why not? I'm in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta walk off this cronut. Got my coffee.
Yeah.
So I pass the Muji. So I go in. And of course, there's a girl at the front door, and you gotta hand sanitize your hands. So I'm like, I got my Dominique Ansel bag. I had an extra pastry in there. I bought a DKA.
A what?
A DKA. You know, like the Queen Amman?
The what?
Queen Amman?
No. The what?
What? So it's like a common French pastry, but
Queen Amman.
the COUIGN space AMANN? Are there two N's or one? It looks like a little puff, like a puff.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Continue.
But at Dominique Ansel, it's a DKA, and she's big. And the outside is lovely and crispy. There's like a honey crisp on the outside.
Ooh,
it's gorgeous.
Sounds divine.
So I got one of those to go, right? So I got my DKA bag, I got my coffee, I got like my purse or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So my hands are full. I got my phone in my hand, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so you walk into Muji, and any store you walk into, they like force you to use hand sanitizer. So when you go around touching all the wares, exactly.
Yeah.
We're in a panty D. You got to hand sanitize.
Panty C.
So, exactly. So I'm like throwing the phone in the bag. I got the coffee. I'm trying to tuck it under my arm. I got all my junk. I'm trying to like hand sanitize my hands and like not drop the coffee.
The Big Apple's eating you up.
It was eating me alive at this point. But yeah, so I go into this Muji. They had a lovely sale on scarves. I got a scarf for 20% off.
Oh,
Gorgeous
nice.
scarf. It's like a great thin, like linen material, so good for spring and summer, but it's big enough that it can keep you warm in the fall and winter.
So it's a year-round scarf.
It's a year-round scarf.
Love that. Love that.
And then, yeah, I got a couple of like travel containers for my serums and stuff.
For your serums.
Yeah, for my serums.
For my serums.
For my serums. So, a 2-story Muji, I would love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, technically, the Muji here
They're all 2 stories, but like
has a basement.
Yeah, I had a basement.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So then, what else did you do in New York? Just Muji and Cronuts?
Literally walked around to 8. I didn't even end up going to Brooklyn. I wanted to go to Brooklyn because I was like, I wanted to walk across the bridge, do like the cliche, get that photo op on the bridge.
Right.
And then there's Paulie G's Pizza in Brooklyn. Now, Paulie G has a vegan pizza.
Oh, right. You really wanted vegan pizza.
So I wanted to try the vegan pizza. But let me tell you, I get to the pedestrian path entrance to the Brooklyn Bridge, and it's a freaking sea of people. It's like there's no pandemic going on at all. Body to body, all these people across the bridge. I'm like, I'm not about to get trapped on a bridge in the middle of a panorama with all these people.
I'm dying.
Heck no. Heck no. So I'm like,
oh my God.
Listen, Brooklyn's going to have to wait. Paulie G's going to have to wait. Save me that pizza, Paulie.
Save me that pizza, Paulie. Brooklyn will always be there. It'll always be there.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Okay. So no Brooklyn.
So no Brooklyn.
But you
I
did.
did spend.
Go. Yeah. Oui.
I was going to say, I spent a lot of time in Central Park.
Uh-huh.
I spent a lot of time in the Upper East Side.
Uh-huh.
The Paris of the West. The wannabe Paris of the West.
I don't think anybody be out here saying that.
And, well, listen. I did go to a French bookstore.
Oh my God.
At the Embassy's Cultural Center, Albertine. So I'm walking, right? I'm walking up along Central Park. I was going to...
West side or east side?
I was going to the Met.
East side.
Yes. East side of Central Park, going to the Met. And what do I pass? The French Embassy's Cultural Center.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got all these signs outside, and it says, like, Albertine, and it's, like, got this pretty logo or whatever. So I'm like, okay, let me go in here. And it was just a cute little French bookstore.
Okay. Love.
So I bought some books.
What books did you buy?
Okay. I bought... There's this French author that I love, Aurélie Vallon.
Oh, yeah.
So I've read 2 of her books already.
Yes, I think you've talked about her before. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I bought another one of hers.
Love.
And then I bought L'Anomalie, which won the Prix Goncourt last year.
Oh.
I think I've seen, like, one of the teachers that I used to work with. I'm pretty sure she read that book and she posted it on Instagram. So I was like, oh, I'm going to read this book.
Well, I see you didn't get La Peste, so we're not doing a book club. That's fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
I
It's cool.
forgot.
No, it's totally fine. Totally fine. Not a big deal at all.
I'll go to the French bookstore here. Bonjour, books d'ici.
That is such
C'est pas exactement d'ici, mais bon, ça va. And I will get the book,
oh my
okay?
God, you're killing me today. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Any other highlights from New York?
Honestly, highlights, yes. The ice cream, the coffee.
Okay. Is this going to be a list of
vegan
food?
ice cream. Yeah, literally, a list of food. I mean, okay. Weirdly, I was obsessed with cantaloupe. So there's this restaurant that I really have been wanting to try for a long time, Jack's wife Frida.
Okay.
I follow this like super famous trainer on Instagram.
Yeah.
And he's always eating at Jack's wife Frida because they have really good like plant-based foods, right? So I go there my first night. They have this fresh homemade cantaloupe juice. So I get the cantaloupe juice and it's great.
Oh, that sounds really good.
It was so good.
I was about melon today, actually. Sorry.
Yeah. I had cantaloupe like 4 times this weekend. One restaurant literally brought me out a plate. I swear to you, it was a whole entire cantaloupe chopped up on the plate. I had to get a to-go container. It was so much cantaloupe.
Oh my God. Takeaway. Oh.
It's weird. I was like, what am I going to do with this? But she asked me if I wanted to take it. And I was like, look, I got to put it in my bag. I'm going to be walking around all day. She brought me this great, like, reusable container.
Oh, love.
Put my cantaloupe. It was awesome.
Oh my God. When was the last time you had cantaloupe before this weekend?
Well, here's the thing. As a kid, I hated cantaloupe.
Oh, that does not
Hated
surprise
it.
me. You're a
Never
hater.
liked
We've
it.
learned.
I'm a hater, okay? Listen. I'm a hater. I admit it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, okay. The major highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Reader, my Airbnb host. She
oh my
was a
God,
doll.
Yeah. I didn't even hear about her.
Oh my gosh, so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So she's from Morocco.
Yeah.
So obviously she's observing Ramadan.
Oh, right.
And
'Tis the season.
yeah, so she was like sharing her iftar with me. Homemade soups and
God.
breads,
Oh my
homemade
God.
cake,
Oh my
bringing me
God.
Moroccan tea
Oh my God.
with her fresh grown mint that she grows on her fire escape.
Stop it.
Yes.
J'adore.
Rita was a gem. She was the highlight of the trip.
Oh my God.
Honestly.
She's number one. Higher than a Corona.
She's number one. Rita's number one.
Rita's number one. Rita's always
Rita's
number one.
Rita's number one.
I think, genuinely, we should turn this into a 2-parter.
We could turn this into a 2-parter.
I think we're going to have to because we're out of time.
We are out of time. I was a talker today. Well, we have already established all I do is talk on this podcast.
I mean, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, true. That's the point.
I would ask if you have a postcard update, but I'm sure you were busy. So,
No comment.
love.
Okay, here's my comment. Casey, let us know which postcard I sent you last time. I'm going to have to come up with a tracking system because we got this, like, gotta catch 'em all thing going on now.
Yeah, true.
So,
I mean, it's pretty easy. There's only 5.
it's only 5.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
We'll figure it out. That's for
figure it out.
we'll take it off the pod. Yeah, Casey, let us know which one you have because neither of us remember. And although she definitely texted me, not important. She'll let us know. And if you would like a postcard, a message from postcards@gmail.com 202-630-4509 and rate and review, subscribe to Apple, blah 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 blah, listen to us, download the stuff, tell your friends and family, and I guess we're gonna talk about New York again next week.
we have to.
I gotta work on my accent. My accent's terrible.
It's fine. We got some time to practice.
All right. Well, ciao for now.
Boy.